ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Funguy's Kitchen. I'm Funguy The Entertainer, and today I'm going to be cooking one of the specialty meats from Steinberg's Piggly Wiggly in Delavan. We are going to do their bacon wrapped filet mignons. Now, I chose to get the plain because I wanted to show you different ways to do this. You can buy these pre-seasoned. Saves you all the time in the world. You just have to cook them, very simple. The reason we didn't do that is when you buy them pre-seasoned, the meat changes color. It gets a darker one. Now you'll notice this one here has got some parsley on it. But normally they do what's called a Montreal spice on their filet, which is really, really good. But it turns this more of a brown look, and people say, ooh, the meat's old. It's not old, it's the seasoning going into the meat. What we're going to do is we're going to use brown sugar bourbon seasoning on ours. You do not need to do that. Filet is one of the best meats out there. You can use regular salt and pepper and olive oil. That's all you need to make this fantastic. But I like the extra spice that the grill mates from McCormick do. They've come up with some really, really nice flavors, and the brown sugar bourbon is fantastic on filet. So we'll show you how to do this. This is also one of those really, really fast meals. Because you want filet, it's so tender, medium rare is what most people eat, medium maximum on a filet. You well done a filet in a restaurant and everybody in that place, including the other customers, will probably shoot you. You don't do that to a filet. If you must have well done steaks, do something that can handle it. There's almost no fat in a filet. It's one of the leanest pieces of meat out there. If you cook it well done, you literally end up with a hockey puck because there's no fat in there to give it the juice that it's required if you overcook it. So let me show you how we're going to do this. The first thing you do, get a platter. I'm only cooking 3, most people family of 4, but I'm only cooking for 3 people today. Recipe usually used to use 4. But pour a little bit of olive oil on the platter. Doesn't take much. Open up. Oh, first thing you do, make sure you take your meat out of the refrigerator at least 30 minutes. I prefer an hour because you want this as close to room temperature as possible. Now this has been out for an hour, but since the air conditioning is on, because we're in the middle of obviously summer, I can feel this, and it's not room temperature, which is surprising because it was out for a full hour. So that means I'm gonna have to be a little bit more cautious as I'm cooking. But simply sprinkle your salt and pepper or your grill mate seasoning on top. Very easy. What I like to do is pat it to make sure it sticks a little better. By the way, if you want to make your own bacon wrapped, you can just buy the fillets and you put your own bacon, but make sure you use wooden toothpicks. I had a friend of mine at one time, wasn't thinking, used plastic toothpicks. Obviously the meat was inedible. All right, so now you take the side that you've just seasoned and you rub it in the olive oil. Do the same with the other piece. And of course, since I have 3, I'll open up that one, season this one. Now this one has a parsley seasoning. I think I'm gonna leave this with just the parsley. I'm not gonna add any, well, I'll add the salt and pepper to this one. That way I have a different look and a different flavor. So let me grab my salt and pepper here. Use your coarse ground black pepper if you have it. Again, since this is one of those good quality meats, you want the better quality. And I'm not sure why my salt shaker is missing. There it is, way in the back there. Okay, put a little salt on here, pat it down, make sure it sticks to the meat, and then rub it in the oil. Okay, now you do the exact same thing to the other side. The meat is very, I just did the wrong seasoning on there because I'm not paying attention, but that's okay. So we're gonna do that. I don't want to get the meat juice on my clean hand. Okay, and then of course rub these in the olive oil that you've got on the platter. Total cook time on these is about 10 minutes. It takes very little time to cook this. So I accidentally put a little bit of that on. I'm just going to shoot it off a little bit. We'll put salt and pepper on this side. Tap it down. Since I got so much of the other stuff on here and the oil's almost gone anyway, I'm just going to pour a dab on the top and spread it around. The reason you're putting oil on the meat is you're cooking this at a higher heat. Start the grill and make sure it is completely ready before you get to this point. I started the grill 20 minutes ago. My grill is completely ready. You want it ready because when you start cooking the beef, you're only going to do about 3 minutes on each side for medium rare. Make sure you bring a meat thermometer with you. As you noticed from an earlier show, I did buy a new meat thermometer. Makes all the difference. That other one was way off. Never even thought to check it. 30 years old, you know. Apparently they go bad. All right. I should have put the chest mount camera on the grill, but you've seen me grill before. Grilling's not hard. We're going to put these on the grill, 3 minutes on each side, and then test them. So what I will do is I'll make sure I bring a timer with me. I'm going to set this timer for 3 minutes. Okay, put it around my neck. I'm going to head out to the grill. I'm going to leave this running. I'll edit out any of the extra long time, and I'll be back in to explain what's going on. Okay, the meat is right over the top of the flames. Well, there's no flames, it's charcoal. So there's no flames. You made sure the charcoal is completely gray with the good orange heat, because you want the outside to cook quickly and just barely warm up the inside on this type of meat. Now, what I'm going to do today, rinse off your platter so you can reuse it, because you smeared raw meat on it. Okay, so this platter is ready for later. I'm going to cook my famous garlic parmesan asparagus to go with this. Usually I put a potato with it too, but it's so hot, not really all that hungry. I'm just going to stick with the meat and the asparagus. So you don't really need to see that. I've set the timer. I'm down to 2 minutes already, which is perfect. Bring your meat thermometer with you like I have in my pocket here. It's 120 degrees for rare, 130 for medium rare, 140 for medium, 150 for medium well, 165 for well done. Try not to go past medium. You go past medium and you're wasting this quality meat. If you do not like medium rare or medium meats, don't buy filets. It would be a waste. All right, I'm gonna throw my asparagus in here. All right, seeing that it's a grill time, I will come back when it's all done and show you as I'm going to. When I bring it in, you're going to want it to rest for 5 minutes. Depending on the temperature of your room, since it is chilly in here, I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and stick it in the microwave. Not turn the microwave on, but stick it in there because it's a compact and it'll keep the heat in there and keep the food from getting too cold. All right, and I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks. All right, we're back. Look how beautiful this is. These things are fantastic. This one's medium rare, this one's medium rare, this one is medium. My wife doesn't like hers. It's got to be medium for her minimum. So, but look how fantastic these things are. They're absolutely perfect. Exactly how you want them. Let's stick them so you can see this. 146. That's technically that's medium, but I'm looking at that and that is not medium. That's medium rare. That's what we want. So I'm curious why it's showing quite so high. But this is great. You can see I've got my asparagus basically done. About ready to finish there. So again, it's summertime. When you're busy, this is a great thing. Oh, that's right. We wanted 10 minutes of resting. I'm actually going to put it in the microwave. I'm not going to bother covering it because the microwave is warm. So where we're going to go for, oh, that's right. Again, that's from the Piggly Wiggly in their specialty meat department, which is right by the door that goes into the actual meat area. That first segment is all the stuff that they create in-house. Get the Montreal one. It's fantastic. You'll like it. If you have less time, that's perfect. Remember, it's going to look brown when it's pre-seasoned instead of the nice vibrant red you're used to on a thing. It's because of the seasoning. It's not that it's old. They don't let stuff sit. They're really good about that. What else am I missing here? So the steaks are done. The asparagus is just about done. That's going to be my dinner. Incredibly simple. I mean, we're talking about 20 minutes for an entire dinner. How can you beat 20 minutes in the summertime? And for this quality too. Granted, if I had made the potatoes, it would have added a little bit more time to it. But again, it's summertime. Do you really need potatoes? So, anywho's, don't forget about the contest. If you would like to win dinner for two and guest appearance on the show, at the end of the summer, we're going to be doing a drawing. So you must subscribe. And as long as you're subscribed, in any of the comment boxes, say, I want to win dinner. As long as you do that, you got a chance to win. Right now, we've got about 30 people, which is pretty good. But still, it's a lot better than the lottery right now. 1 in 30 chance of winning. That's not a bad deal. Remember, we're in Delavan, Wisconsin. So if you sign up, make sure you can come to Delavan, Wisconsin. Thursdays are usually, Wednesdays are Thursday, but Thursday is the #1 day for me to do my shows. So I better turn this off. I don't want to burn my asparagus. So if you can make it on a Thursday, we'll do it obviously sometime in the fall or winter even. You know, it depends on when you can make it here. And just do that. I want to win dinner on any of the comment boxes. And of course, remember to share this video, check out the other videos, share them, because sharing is how this works. So we're all done. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Funguy the Entertainer, cooking for you.